Hey guys, this is Kon-El, and today I'm doing a review for Reign of Supermen, and this is the sequel to Death of Superman, a movie that pleasantly surprised me when it came out. I saw it at San Diego Comic-Con, and I've been watching these DC anime movies for a very long time, and especially these new ones since Flashpoint, I haven't been liking them much. You know, it felt more like a chore to watch them, and you should never feel that way about anything you're watching, or else you probably shouldn't be watching it. But finally, Death of Superman felt like the old school DC animated movies, where I got excited to watch them. And you have that emotional impact that, again, those old films had, like Under the Red Hood and Wonder Woman. And mostly that's because of Lois. And that continues to happen with Reign of Superman. For me, the heart of this movie, what makes this movie work, is Lois Lane. Really seeing her deal with the death of Clark Kent and finally realizing that, you know, Superman and Clark is the same person and wanting to say I love you to the person she loves and never had the chance to. So there's a lot of different whirlwind of emotions, but what I really liked about Lois here was her coming into Clark's world as not just Clark Kent, but also Superman. You know, we get to see Lois connect with Mom, Pa Kent a little bit more. But my favorite scene of this whole movie is Wonder Woman and Lois connecting and becoming friends, where they both admit, hey, I don't have a lot of girlfriends here. I don't have a lot of friends that are girls. And they end up becoming friends, even though there's obviously that awkward moment where Wonder Woman has to say, hey, I dated your boyfriend before. But everything's cool, right? And it's small moments. It's not the whole movie. It's like 2 scenes that we get to see it in, but it worked, and I really like that. And just Lois kind of being part of the battle in a realistic way. I will say things were kind of thrown at her very easily. Like, of course, that sunroof was there, and of course the gun just kind of flew in her hand. So there was some easy stuff that happened for her, but it was nice that she was part of the battle, and we get to kind of see that final moment of Lois and Clark coming together. I also liked this other Superman in this movie, which I was surprised by. One thing I was really worried about, and I guess kind of happened in this movie, is that there would be too many Supermen, too little time. But I feel like I understood these characters well enough, maybe because that's my comic book background. I already knew these characters, and that's kind of the worry of maybe someone who's watching this movie that has never read Reign of Superman might get a little lost because they don't really explain the Eradicator that much. You get little explanations of who Superboy is and who Cyborg Superman is. I kind of wish there was a better lead up to the ending with Cyborg Superman, but I think they did as much as they could with this movie, and I personally understood these versions of these characters well enough, and I liked the important ones. You know, Steel, he was there. It was nice to see him. Kind of wish we actually got more from him. Cyborg Superman and Superboy kind of being the 2 bigger characters. Superboy, I really liked the voice actor. His personality felt a lot like John Kent in the current comics, which is kind of weird. I wanted brooding Superboy a little bit more angst, because he had the angsty 90s look. I wanted more of that, but we'll have to see where they take that character, if they take him anywhere after this. But also, it's so hard to see the Young Justice type animation, but not have the Young Justice version of Superboy, because they're obviously 2 completely different characters, so that was interesting. And I guess speaking of the animation, that's another kind of down that I always have, another negative I always have with these films, is that some of it's lazy. We still have some of the same costume designs from the New 52. New 52's been long gone, and we still have the same costume for Wonder Woman. So those aspects feel a little cheap to me, and in some of the movie feels rushed with some of the voice acting and again, animation for me. You could definitely tell that they're trying to really shoot these movies quickly, and that's something that's disappointing, and I guess that I miss about the old movies, is that they took more of their time. Now they feel obligated that we need 4 DC animated movies, but I'd rather have 1 less and just kind of focus on the ones they're trying to make. But I think the big difference with this movie compared to a lot of the other past DC animated movies is that the plot felt clean and the script was good. You know, again, we got the emotional impact that I think a lot of the other DC animated movies have failed to do. It felt more character driven, and it kind of had this 90s edge to it, which is fun, but still modern storytelling, so that was pretty cool. And overall, I enjoyed it. I had a fun time watching this one. I hope this is the quality that we're going to continue to get with the DC anime movies. Hopefully, the death of Superman wasn't the only stop that they had, and maybe with these Justice League movies they're building up to, and we have another Wonder Woman movie, we'll get that same type of emotion and character-driven storytelling. So for me, overall, I'm going to give this 4.25 stars. Let me know in the comments below, what did you think of this movie? This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page, that's also description below, and also go check out my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter, in the description below. There's also my Facebook page for Like Father, Like Daughter. And every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, we have Frontline Live, where we talk about our top 5 comics and comic book news, so be sure to check that out as well. In the description below, there is a link for Comic Frontline if you'd like to go check that out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.